Hello everyone, this is Leanne with Leanne Banan Tarot, and I'm here to do your weekly tarot reading for July 25th to 31st, 2016. I'd like to say thank you to all of my clients and subscribers, and those of you who have viewed, liked, shared, and commented on my videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of your positivity and support. Now for the reading. Pisces, July 25th to 31st, 2016. Pisces, what are the messages for Pisces? July 25th to 31st, 2016. Pisces, what are the messages for Pisces? Okay, we have the Ace of Swords, the Death card, the Eight of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck, the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles represents give and take. It is giving of gifts, giving of time, giving of resources, and receiving of gifts of time and of resources. So you can be feeling very, very generous this week, or you can be really feeling a give and take, a back and forth type of energy this week. We're starting out with a new beginning, lots of clarity here, a new path, and a really solid one based on insights and knowledge. Next to that, we have the Death card. And so on this particular card, we have the Phoenix here. So the Phoenix is representative of that transformation. It's almost an eternal cycle of death and rebirth, transforming and rising again out of your ashes. So being completely broken down and then rebuilding yourself. So this is a particularly lovely card indicating that you've had a type of spiritual or emotional transformation. Next to that, we have the Eight of Wands. So there may be some rapidly incoming messages this week. This is about taking rapid action. It's rapid growth and rapid change. Okay. I have the Page of Pentacles. This is a communication of a slow nature. So while you have all of these rapidly incoming messages, you might have something coming in the mail that's of great importance. So this could be a parcel or a package that's just taking some time to arrive, or maybe you're sending away for something that may take a little bit longer to arrive. This can be anything that's a little bit slower type of communication. So this could be something from a financial institution or something from a legal perspective where documents need to go in the mail in order to be signed, that type of thing. So this could even have to do with government and taxes and tax information. The Two of Cups. This is about a spiritual and emotional connection. This can be between you and the love of your life. I love this card in its depiction because these two trees are wrapped around each other and they're going to grow together. And that's really pretty. And they have a yin and a yang symbol carved in to their root system, and they're light oak and they're dark. So it's almost a yin and a yang, but they're very complementary and they complement each other. So what's nice about this is this can be two soulmates, and this can be romantic love, or the love of a parent and child, or two best friends who are soulmates. So, you know, this is a really lovely card to have kind of crop up at the end of your week here. And that's leading to the Seven of Cups. And this is kind of your pie in the sky. You know, you're building castles in the sky, and this could be just a lot of daydreams and hopes and you know, not a lot of concrete. But sometimes when it's, especially when it's right next to the Two of Cups, we have these two that are planning their future. So they're planning how they're going to get from here to here. And, you know, they have a lot of options here in front of them. And they're really trying to figure out, you know, how do we really achieve this? How do we get our pie in the sky? How do we get to our castle that we've built in our dreams, right? So while it can be very kind of a daydream type energy, where nothing will come of it if no action is taken and no option is selected. So if you don't appropriately plan for your future, you'll never achieve that future of your dreams. So this card is often saying, okay, well, you know, taking steps to achieve your dreams is going to be really important for you this weekend, especially at the end of the week. And you're going to be putting a lot of work into it, because we have the Eight of Pentacles, and this is you working very hard. And you're working really hard to build something. So this is something that has to do with your livelihood. This is your support, and this is building networks. So the Eight of Pentacles combined with the Seven of Cups can really, really help you to take concrete steps forward in order to achieve those dreams, and in order for you to, you know, whatever it is that you've been wishing for, hoping for, thinking of, wanting, and, you know, something that you and your partner have maybe talked about for years, or you and your kids have talked about doing for years, or even you and your best friend have talked about doing for quite some time. You know, this is you working really hard to achieve that, so that, you know, it's not just going to be a daydream. It's not just going to be something that, you know, you looked back on and said, do you remember when we talked about doing that? Instead, you're going to be able to look back and say, do you remember when we worked so hard and then we were able to go and do that? So I think that's pretty amazing, especially with this give and take here, and that generosity. I think that, you know, that's something that you're working really hard for. It might even be something that you and your partner are getting a loan for, or even talking about getting a loan for this week, especially if you're thinking about building your dream home, you know, or anything. You're planning to retire somewhere, and you're wanting to sell your home and buy a home somewhere else, or you're downsizing, or you're upsizing, or whatever it is you're doing, or you're planning for a family. You know, this could be something that, you know, you're talking a lot about this week. And you know, this is a new start, and a spiritual transformation. So this is something's happened here that, especially at the beginning of the week, that's made you say, okay, it's time we really kind of sat down and focused on this. So, you know, it could have to do with whatever messages you're receiving. This is potentially the middle of the week, or whatever correspondence that you're receiving. But it's something that's causing you to think, wow, I think we could, if we really put our minds to it, and if we really put some effort into it, I think that this is something that we could really accomplish. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull an energy oracle card for you. for July 25th to 31st, 2016. Pisces. Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? July 25th to 31st, 2016. Pisces. Inspiration and clarification for Pisces. July 25th to 31st, 2016 for Pisces. There we go. Rest and rejuvenation. This card shows a man in a meditative and tranquil state. The message here is that it's time to relax. You may have been busy lately, but you should soon be finding more time to just let go. When you do, allow yourself to go within and open up to the peace and wisdom that are vibrating there. This card upright indicates that there should be more leisure time for you now, and more of an opportunity to engage in peaceful thinking. So make it a priority. Your connection to spirit brings great assistance, but it can only be achieved through regular relaxation and meditation. Now is a great time to make sure you insert this gentle activity into your daily life. In many ways, this is far more productive than unceasing action. I make relaxation a part of my daily life. Peace and quiet bring me clarity and joy. All right, Pisces, thank you so much, and I hope you have a really wonderful week. Take care.